Matthew Shane Allen writes, with a majority negative feedback for the new TMNT, how bad would it hurt the franchise if this movie bombs at the box office?
I think pretty bad, because it's been a while since the last movie, and they've been doing like these animated movies and animated series and stuff like that, and so they've been trying to build towards it. So if it does bomb or does lukewarm, I'm not sure if they want to take another chance with it.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I was surprised that they came back out again with it. I mean, I loved the original one, the first one when I was much younger and saw it the movie. I thought that was really cool. And then all of a sudden, Vanilla Ice shows up. Why? And so I've never been a huge fan of the franchise, but this one kind of looks a little darker, a little more. Maybe more fun, adult, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sad because Turtles is huge. I mean, I was little. I remember in the '90s watching the animated series. Teenage Mutant Ninja, all that. I used to love that. And I mean, the first one was great. MC Hammer soundtrack. Second one, Vanilla Ice soundtrack.
Sorry,
man. Come on, Secret of the Ooze. I mean, just great iconic music and
Dance Ninja, dance.
But also, what they did is they had great character actors, especially in the first one. I can't remember. Of course, I can't remember her name, but the actress who plays April O'Neil is still busy working today. She gets a lot of work on TV. Casey, another great actor. I mean, there's just, it wasn't take itself too seriously. It just kind of had fun. This one looks like it's trying to be huge. When Turtles first came out, I don't think it was trying to be huge. It was just like, here's some turtles, and have some fun. But this movie looks like, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about it. I hope it's good. I want it to be good, but I am worried.
You think it may go in the opposite direction, where when it first came out, it was very humorous and fun.
Yeah, just fun.
And now it's starting to go kind of what we talked about. The route of Superman.
Right, dark.
It started out fun, and now it's just progressively getting more dark.
I hope not.
We got another question.
Tyler Myers writes, if you guys had to see only one film this summer, what film would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, man. David, any thoughts on that?
Oh, no, Blake, no.
I mean, you have Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, Noah was actually, I saw Noah last night, and it was one of my most anticipated movies, but that's not a summer movie, so I'm trying to think. Man.
Oh, so that's tough. I would have to probably go with The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I really want to see that. I love the first one. I love the look of it. I like Andrew Garfield as kind of the more, emo, hip kind of Spider-Man. I like him. I like the direction. I can't wait to see all these villains. I think they're actually going to be able to pull off 3 villains in a movie, unlike Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi's version. So I'm excited to see that one. Amazing Spider-Man for me.
If you count X-Men Days of Future Past as a summer movie, then that would be it for me. Because I think it comes out in May, right?
It's May, yeah.
Okay, so we're talking summer.
Yeah.
Not like in a couple weeks.
What about you? Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I mean, I'm with you with Spider-Man, but if I had to pick any movie from today on, Captain America.
Okay. I've been hearing great things about it. I know that John, Amy Rose, and some other people that I know, just all positive things about it. So I'm actually seeing it this Monday.
Yep.
Oh, I want to see it.
All right, Ashley, any other questions?
Joseph Liocono writes, could we see Marvel cameos in Incredibles 2?
That's an interesting question. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
How cool would that be?
That'd be great.
But not in the sense of like a character coming out and like saying something. But I think in the background. I think in the background of something, you'll see maybe some Marvel characters there. And I think because it's animated, they can do any character they want. They don't have to be limited to just the ones they own for live action, because people forget that they lost the licenses for those live action movies, but I think they still own the rights for all the animated stuff. So you could see potentially some characters that Marvel Studios doesn't own in them.
I love that idea, man.
I do too. I think it's
so cool. Little Easter eggs here and there.
Well, especially because The Incredibles, of all the Pixar movies that have come out lately, is the one most deserving of a sequel. I think. I mean, Cars, we're getting to Cars 3. It's like, okay, that's fine. You know, Joe Lasseter loves that franchise. She's going to put money in that franchise. That's fine. But, I mean, The Incredibles is built for a trilogy, at least. It's superheroes. Come on. So it'd be great to see some Marvel heroes thrown in.
Yeah, and it's about time.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taken this long for that to come out again, but I'm very happy.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Cars 3. I think they like that they're selling a lot of Cars merchandise for it, and that's why they keep making them.
Airplane, boat, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Train.
Ashley, any more questions?
Yeah, Stephen Von G writes, why won't there be another Step Brothers movie?
I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about it. I wouldn't mind seeing one. I thought Step Brothers was pretty funny. I mean, it's not my favorite Will Ferrell movie, but I think as I've seen it more and more, it gets funnier and funnier, so it has staying power.
Right.
So I would like to see one. And with those two characters, you could do almost anything with them. You could set them up and take them to another, state or country and have different jobs, and I think it'd be funny. What about you?
I think it's used to see John C. Reilly. I'm in. I'm in.
Exactly. Do a road movie out of them, where they have to travel across country with each other. There's all kinds of things that could happen.
Yeah.
Sick things.
Any more questions?
Yeah, Tyler Myers writes, what was the last movie that made you guys cry?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be like macho or anything. I get teary-eyed when I watch certain movies.
I do too.
But I don't know about crying. That's a different thing. Like I get teary-eyed when I see stuff, but not that full-on, oh my God.
That was for me. It was Beast of the Southern Wild. I watched that on a plane last year. It was actually it was after Thanksgiving. I remember I was flying home from seeing my sister in New York, and I was watching it on a plane. Of course, in the aisle seat, and I'm watching. I won't spoil anything. It's very emotional moments from that little girl. Does such a. I don't want to butcher her name. I don't know how to say, but she's Quanvazel. But she's great, and I remember tears started coming down my eyes, and I'm sitting there in the plane, just trying to bat. I was like, what's this guy watching? But it was just such a good movie. I love that movie, Beast of Southern Wild.
I can't remember to where I've just.
So you got a cold heart.
No, it's not that at all. Here's anytime that there are movies that I get emotional in films, but I'm trying to think. The one that. What's funny is I have to prepare myself. I know I'll be a mess during that one, and I have it at home sitting on a shelf, and I haven't watched it because I know how good it is. I'm like, I just gotta prepare myself. I think of Precious. I was emotional in. Every time I see Forrest Gump, I'm emotional when he's talking to Jenny and in the grave scene. I mean, I can't even. I just saw a Korean film that came out not too long ago. It's actually kind of a thriller called The Chaser, and I was emotional at the end of that. So
It's hard.
It's hard. I can't put my
let
finger
it out,
on.
Let it out. Yeah. Let it out.
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
I remember.
It was hard to watch.
That's those are I have to prepare myself. I already know that I'm going to be a mess.
Yeah, the end of 12 Years a Slave was pretty emotional.
Well, the thing is, you and I saw 12 Years a Slave, then we went to go see The Hunger Games Catching Fire, and I was so drained of emotion. I'm like, I just don't have any emotion left in me. I can't emote. I'm done. I'm done.
It's been torn right out of me.
Well, it's a little hard when you see something portraying the real thing, and then in Hunger Games, it's made up.
The fantasy, right?
Yeah. Which is crazy. Oof.
Ashley, what about you? What was the last movie you cried on?
I cry at everything. Literally every movie I
Horror
cry.
movies.
I'm so emotional. Horror movies,
Avengers.
I even cried in the last Thor. I'm just when the mom.
When the mom.
I didn't want to give a spoiler
okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I cry at everything. I'm a girly girl. Okay. More questions? More questions?
Let's do one more. Let's do one more question.
Chris DeLatin writes, do you see the 50 Shades of Grey movie bombing, as the comments so far make it seem like the movie is tame and rom-com-y?
Yeah, I think it's late for the 50 Shades of Grey thing.
I think so too.
It had its time, and it's kind of passing by, and I don't think it's gonna do very well. I think that the audience for that is shrinking every day. So.
I think so too. I think you got to go. You can't be tame with it. If you, I think you almost have to make it an NC-17 or not rated to entice people out of curiosity to go see it, because I agree with you. I think that the ship sailed.
What about you? Did you, David, read 50 Shades of Grey?
What? No, I never heard of that book. No, I admit I did read the first book. You know, I heard all the ladies talking about, oh, this is so hot and sexy, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I wanted to check it out, and I read it. It is definitely geared for women, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, it reads like Twilight. I mean, you can just fly through the book. You can just read it in like 2 or 3 days. I think it has lost some of its momentum. Of course, I'm blanking. I watched, so I love Sons of Anarchy, and I can't think of the actor's name.
Right.
That they had originally cast.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam. When they had him, I was like, wow, he's kind of dark and like scruffy. I was like, maybe he could be an interesting Christian Grey. But now that they changed, you know, then he backed out. I'm like, okay, now the movie. I don't know. I mean, not that I was hyped for it, but I would have seen it.
Yeah.
I would have seen it.
Okay. All right, guys.
A year ago.
Right.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.